actually moving, because on my screen it's just sat there doing nothing. So let's get into the game. So we're going to carry on from Bull's Head Hill, which is where we ended the stream last time. I have to say first of all, to anybody who's going to watch this later on YouTube, this is Completely Naked Gaming. Let's play Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. This is part 11. So it may well say part 10 on Twitch at the minute, but that's wrong, so just ignore that. Let's jump back in. Okay, so we've just got to Bull's Head Hill, and we need to figure out a way to get down here. The screen will scroll down slightly. This is the area we need to get to. Now obviously there's not a great deal here, so this is one of the easier puzzles, if you can call it that, because there's only one thing, well, two things you can click on. Thank you, Stu. You are also a sexy beast. Right, and now if I move my iPad out of my way so I can actually see. Right, so we just picked up a stick. It's a nice stick. Let's combine those two.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
He's so chuffed with himself. Go on, George.
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Oh, and Stu, before you say anything, I'm aware that I've got a Gomez going on. Right, let's go.
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
Okay, so now we're down here again. Really simple, because there's nothing else you can click on. So can't really class these as puzzles. It's beautifully done, though.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But there was something in there. A metal ring. As wide as my hand.
Pull it, George. Pull it. Pull it like you mean it.
I took a firm hold of the ring. And pulled. Whoa there!
Whoa. Steady on, George. Okay. Nice cave. Nothing ominous. Let's have a look at the ceiling.
Without explosives or a pickaxe, there wasn't a whole bundle I could do to the brickwork.
I don't know why he'd want to blow up the brickwork anyway. He's just a very destructive, violent man.
Around the corner, I found the corpse.
How do you know you found the corpse? You haven't moved yet. There you go. There he is.
Oh my
Klausner.
God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Silly George. Right, let's have a look at this. Ugly faces.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
I do like scaring small children.
A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. Sure was an ugly one, though.
So, just got to quickly point out, if I seem a bit more miserable than I usually do, I've been on a detox of alcohol since about midnight last night. And it's now... What time is it now?
All right.
It's now 20 past 6.
Hey.
And,
what's this?
I'm struggling already.
Some kind of lens. A
I
very
really don't
old
like it.
lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Well done, George. Let's touch him up again.
I'd searched Klausner once and knew that the lens was the only thing he'd been carrying. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped.
Yeah, you're going around with fuck all of use, really. Oh,
Up on the wall was an inscription, partially eroded by the ages. Something, something, in accidenta cita est, in ora mundi. The
yeah.
Latin was clear enough,
England.
but what did it mean? The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped.
Don't do it, George.
Ultar,
Don't do it.
don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
Why would Altar be on the side of the cliff?
You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places.
I love his voice.
Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you.
Bum bum
Rest
bum.
assured, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer.
Suffer.
It will be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the
groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
You know this guy is just a dirty pervert. I bet he wears ladies' underwear, chokes himself while vigorously masturbating. He's just got that kind of voice.
Now then, where shall we start?
Where?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look
Whoops.
of it.
He
Microphone's
was
gone a
caught
bit
in this
wank.
trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Yeah, he had a lens.
Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it with me.
Give it to me.
Give it to
I
me.
don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobart.
If I
Stobart.
give it to you, what's to stop you killing me?
What is to stop me killing you anyway?
You might hit the lens.
Not if I shoot you in the head.
When I fall, the lens might get broken.
Yes. You plead convincingly, Mr. Stobart. Perhaps
I love the
you
way he says
live to
Stobart.
see
Stobart.
another day. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Was there anything else?
Yep.
Well, there was something in Latin up on the wall.
What did it say?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at
He has a
stake
really
than you
flat head.
realize. I cannot risk you inadvertently helping my enemies.
So what are you going to do?
I regret that we must end this here and now.
What exactly do you mean?
I am a professional. You will feel no pain.
Oh, good.
Man. You're going to kill me?
Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Well, I'll be a man. Yeah, I'll take my medicine.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man.
You think I've played this game a few times by any
A
chance?
rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
shake your hand.
Well, what the heck?
Quick, 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 quick,
It
quick,
was a
quick.
long way down. Below, I could see Ultar's truck.
Come on, where is it? Where is it? There it is. And zap the bastard. Ha! Go on, George. Twat him. Ah! There you go. Back in Nico's apartment.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Josh.
Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Alright, you rude bitch. Trying to be nice.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying, I'm sure you'll find it very useful.
Useful. She's a dirty girl.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Come on in. Let's have another look at it. Yeah. Let's look at the
That's the
tripod.
tripod we... That's the face of the statue I saw. That's the gem that...
Yeah.
There's a womp at the reflection. The night scroll through my teachings, and that's not a crystal ball. That's the clue that led me to the book.
Well, there you are then. We know what everything is. So let's go and talk to...
I'll be back
What's his
as
face?
soon as I can.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Where are we going, George? Now, in this version it's not there, but there is something where you can look at something several times and then get a little Easter egg, but for some reason it doesn't work on this copy of the game, which sucks. Let's go to the museum.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have
Georgie.
you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript.
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave,
Duh.
I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta cita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Damn
Lies
Skippy.
at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Okay, so, Britain. Let's go.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
See ya. Security guard has a hell of a honker on him. Walk faster, George. The world could be at risk. Having a casual stroll. Pick up the pace, dude. Where could I go to now? Let's go to Spain. I like Spain. Hello, Lopez.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house? Who wants to know? I could tell the old coot was gonna be. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering what...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcellos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all
Answer
I
the
want is
frickin'
to
question.
speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
I do like this guy though.
Tell
Such
me
an
about
asshole.
the Countess de Vasconcellos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Hey John. Glad you like it.
No, she hasn't.
A more cunning man might have claimed,
Oh yeah? They might have, might.
and that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises. The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Well, there you are then.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Okay. Well, I know for a fact that we're going to be best buddies soon, so I'm just going to stop talking to him for a while.
Okay. Well, I'll see you around.
Adios.
Right. Sorry, I'm just typing on chat, so... I don't know why I'm typing on chat, I could just talk to you. There's a girl that follows me called Gaming with Ducks or something. She's the one that made my artwork. She's done a fantastic job. She made the artwork for the banner, the background that you see there. Also my, you know, donate button and about me button and all that stuff as well. She's really good, really good.
My horse has stopped.
Yeah?
See,
My hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
John, how's the stream? Is it okay? Can you see me alright? Can you hear everything okay? Is it jumpy or anything like that?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my horse has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house.
To go in the
If
house.
you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
I think this guy's voice is breaking. If you do go in the house, he sort of sounded a bit Asian for a second then. He's like Spanish, then Indian or something. Right. Let's go in the house. Good. Glad the stream's smooth. Hopefully the little chat box in the corner is working okay, so you can see the chat as well as it comes up. Sonic's thumb is in my eye. Bastard! Oh. Hide, George. Hide!
I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Hey, you. I know you are there,
American.
All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
There we go. Yeah, I may have to make the chat a slightly different colour at some point because I thought it might be a little bit difficult to see. If I make it brighter, maybe. Bright white.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry.
Or does it need to be bigger?
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you just listen a minute.
God, why are all these Spanish people so rude?
State your business, Senor.
Although to be fair, most
There's
Spanish
been
people
a
I've met have
series
been
of
quite rude.
murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here, there is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
What
This
do you
whole thing
mean?
ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have
Do you think the chat needs to be bigger?
Why should I believe
Or do you think it just needs to be
complete
brighter?
stranger barges into my home?
Or maybe just a different colour altogether?
If I find nothing,
You'll be spending the night at the police station.
The
Very
police
well.
station.
Please, sit down.
Right
Thank
now, there's quite a lot of jabbering going on here, so I'm going to skip a couple of lines just to speed it up a little bit.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobar. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for the Deva...
I'm sorry.
Don't.
Okay, whatever happened, happened almost... So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that they...
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early...
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern.
I thought the text already was white, so I'll try and change that.
The chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is in.
Dickhead.
Set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. It was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobar.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks.
She's a bossy bitch, isn't she?
Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
Uh-oh.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
I'll feed you to the dog.
What have I told you about feeding intruders to the dog?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now,
Why is everyone always trying to feed me to the dogs?
follow me. Lopez, unlock the door, Papa.
Yeah. Dish. Open the fucking
This
door.
is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, senor.
Oh,
Come with me.
Okay.
Hey, senor.
yeah?
Shut up, Lopez.
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors. But I do not
Favors.
trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Okay. So. Is she nearly finished jabbering on? No?
Wow.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors. I come here at least once a week to say
Mind if I have a look around?
by all.
Okay, well, let's have a look at this. There's a candle, there's a window, there's a stick.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern. Hey! It's a checkerboard! Close up, I could see that over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had the lectern top had a pattern of glass.
Okay, so we've got a big candle.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit. I couldn't reach up there. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
Close the window.
I couldn't climb up there without...
Use that to close the
Now
window.
what?
Oh,
Feeling like...
crying out loud. Stick that on there. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go and talk to her about the chess set.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
That's a big candle. Where would you buy...
You could not. It is an antique, unique.
Just how old is it?
It dates from the Middle Ages, when the candle was to be lit as a signal to the estate workers if the Moor...
What's the story?
Glass chessboard. Oh,
There are pieces of glass.
oh, it has been like that since...
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awful.
No, it is ridiculous.
It's part of a chessboard.
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
But I do mean.
This place was built by
Yeah.
the Templars. It's kind of... I think this must be it.
This is...
Come on in, love. Get your lackey to go and get it.
Am I to understand that the Templars left a path, and in all of this time we failed to reach...
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right.
Oh, you wouldn't want to watch her change, would you?
In self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ain't here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Go to the house and... Oh, damn the game! Now,
Yeah, hurry up, Lopez. I've got all day. Got to keep these streams under a certain length.
am I? This is...
Don't get too excited.
Oh, I don't...
It's good to see you.
Happy?
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars?
The Templars? Well, they seem no worse than a lot of the nightly...
You are... Compared to the simpering politicians of the hospital, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't...
While we're waiting, I'd really like... I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of... Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos. Is he the guy who went missing?
Now, hopefully anyone that's actually
But
watching
he had
this,
reckoned without
whether it's on the stream or
The
on
bishop
YouTube,
ended us our lives,
hopefully I'm leaving it
and
long
began
enough
to- Don
before I press the
Carlos
button so you
was
can
on one of
read
his
the
scholarly
subtitles.
journeys when Don Carlos returned, it was to find his...
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge, but witnesses had seen his men.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield. He was never seen again.
Bum bum bum. About frickin' time, Lopez.
Lopez, you have the piece.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe
Oh, dear.
Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well.
God, I'm tired.
My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
Okay, so we got the chess pieces, we got the chessboard, and now this is the puzzle that I hate the most in
It fits, Senor.
Working
the
quickly.
in
I
both
found
of the
which pieces went in
first
which hole.
two Broken Sword games. This is the most frustrating for me because I don't play chess. I know nothing about chess. I ain't got a clue what I've got to do. I just click around until it's done.
No.
Okay, well don't then. Let's move him there. You over there. Do. Just have to move them all around. Just pick him up. No idea what I've got to do. See, it doesn't even look the same because this is a different version of the game. It didn't have quite as nice graphics the first time I played it, so the puzzles don't even look like what they're supposed to be. So you may want to fast forward through this bit until I figure out what's going on, because I hate chess. Stupid game. I can't press any of these, so it's just these three. So let's try all of them there. No. All of them there. No. Move them down. No. Okay, if Stu wants to jump in here and save me, that'd be great. I can't remember where these go, dude. It's frustrating the crap out of me. I hate chess. Stupid game. Never understood why people play it on purpose. There we go, finally. Just have to keep swapping them around till something happens.
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not the
I'm pretty
Holy
sure that
Grail.
the first time I played it, one of them was a little horsey.
It is the communion
It's not a little
chalice
horsey
of
in
the
this,
De
though.
Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow.
And I've been here
Go on.
10 minutes and found it.
I cannot. I can.
Go ahead.
I shall. This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
I'll
Sure,
just
I'm
pick
sure.
up the cup.
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Thanks anyway, Stu. I just had to keep guessing till it worked, so I got there in the end.
So the curse of the De Vascon...
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled, but there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
What was she bossing me about for?
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlo.
You what?
I can explain it.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
Someone's
All
jealous.
part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Maybe I will. Maybe indeed. Right.
Let's take another look at the map.
I just like looking at the manuscript. I know that you don't have to. It doesn't help in the slightest, but I like it. I don't know why this version of the game is different though, because I'm sure you used to be able to click on the actual map itself. The manuscript itself. But, you know, whatever.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection,
Okay, no problem.
that's the face of...
Alright, let's just go. As pretty as it is, I should probably stop wasting time.
I'll be back as...
Okay.
Okay. Looks like Festoir 101 has just gone live. I can't really stream and watch a stream though, unfortunately. I'd like to, but I can't. People should definitely follow Festoir 101. Right, where am I going? I want to go to Montfaucon. Here we go. Little pisshead. Let's go to the church. Let's do this. Give our dirty cup to this guy. No worries, John. What is it you're streaming?
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ah, Watch
Not
Dogs.
at all,
Awesome.
monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
What do you make of this chalice?
This guy kind of looks like a chimpanzee or something. He's got a really weird looking face.
Certainly looks
Really
very
big mouth.
old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished.
It's
With
very
your
tarnished.
permission, I could.
Yeah, go on and polish
That'd
it.
be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Right. Thanks. I don't think I can do this yet, but let's give it a go. Can I put that on there yet? Where's he going? What are you doing?
The statue had any secrets?
No, can't do it yet.
A statue? Biblical references engraved, I guess. A knight there. A knight. I guess.
Now one of these is this Don Carlos fella.
A stone. Just think.
Pretty sure it's this one.
The second stone.
But maybe I
The
can't
second stone.
do it yet. I've played this game so many times and I still forget which
Waiting
order to do
prayer
this stuff in.
for a knight's.
Look how happy he is there, look, polishing away. Oh, is it this
Carrying
one?
all that armor around. A stone knight lay in full.
No? Sure it's this one over
I
here.
wondered if this. A stone.
Okay, so clearly I
A
can't
stone.
do that yet. Let's have a look at this stainless.
I didn't
Stainless?
recognize the biblical
Stained
story.
glass window.
I was a Sunday. A huge.
I think I need to speak to this guy. I shouldn't have just given him my cup.
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look
Yeah,
at the
he
church.
does love it. Right, so you decide to have another look around the church, but you won't do anything, George. Ah, there we go. There we are. It's, for some reason it's now highlighted. Didn't do anything different, but let's just click. There we go.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Not all hands fit all gloves.
Hey,
Right, do I have to spin stuff around now? Or is that... No, that's on the...
Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
that's on the remake, isn't it? Director's cut or whatever it is.
Let me see. MCCC XIV 1314.
Well, he's got to shine into that cup.
Hello again, Father.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the
Monsieur.
chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. The remarkable thing is,
Yeah?
oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse.
Should we talk about him being a creepy priest? Stained glass window.
Did you know that the center window conceals an...
The burning man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? But the church has a reputation for being... Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the... But when others they look, there is... Perhaps the light has to be just...
Yeah, or maybe... You must be proud to have such an incredible...
Pride is a sin, monsieur. But it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example.
Okay, I don't want to talk to him anymore. He's
Catch you
annoying me.
later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Girly boys. Right, so now that the priest has pointed out that the coat of arms is distinctive, he should be able to see
Now
it.
that my attention had been drawn to it,
There we go.
there was no mistake. There was no name on it. I'd found the last. My eye was drawn to the biblical references. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John, Corinthians 1. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led
Like
me
a
to
steel
these
tramp?
inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the de Vasconcellos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced.
Alright, well let's go and see the old Spanish tart. Take care, Stu. Okay, come on. Come this way. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on, George. There we go. Right, let's go back to Spain. Oh no, I can't go back to Spain yet. I need to figure out what the other thing's for, don't I? Alright, we'll stay in Paris. So we know somebody who is good with this sort of stuff, but we haven't been to the police station for a while. Where to go? Where to go? Let's go to the museum.
It was hard to believe it was the same chalice.
Hey, Andre.
Hi, Andre.
Hello.
While I was in Syria, it was like a head with 3 beards.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described
It
by
is
the
Baphomet.
Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found until now. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris,
Where?
at the Institut Hermetique de Nerval.
Well, we know where we're going then, don't we?
Just beneath the foundation, it was discovered.
Alright, shut up, Andre. No, we know where we're going.
You're welcome.
I don't want to talk to him anymore. He annoys me. Okay, so let's go to the new place that should now be on our map. Let's go and meet a horny, disgusting painter. There you go, Site de Baphomet. So, outside, first thing you'll notice is that it looks lovely. It's got all the ivy and stuff, it's really nice. Look at an arch for some reason. It's a nice arch, but you can click on it.
Darn. I'd left my grappling hook at home.
Ah,
No
dagnabbit.
way could I get up there.
Right, so there's a fat guy smoking, and there's a pot of paint. Oh, and a skip. A
The
skip doesn't do
painter had
anything
a
though.
pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging.
Sorry, it's not paint, it's primer. Whatever. Right. So, this is a door I need to go through. This is obviously the guy in the way. This, I'm not really sure what it is. It looks like it's an unused door or
The
something.
doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
How do you know? You find the weirdest shit in the weirdest places. So we've got a radiator.
Thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over. No wonder it was warm in here. I couldn't imagine what I...
Okay, well what you would imagine is getting him to put his gloves on, but we have to find that out for ourselves now.
Oui,
Oi.
It sure is hot.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen. I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why?
So, what exactly?
I'm guarding. You expect
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were... I'd like to know...
that says...
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological...
Are you asking me?
I'm telling you.
Then why
I had a feeling this was no normal hole.
Right, I'm not going to ask about the Templars because he's just a guard and no one cares. So,
Talk to you later.
or is he
What?
just a guard? You never know. I'm going to try and go to the toilet.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap.
That does look...
Well, give me the key.
Hi again.
What is...
I want a toilet.
Trying to get into a locked washroom.
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem.
Thanks.
That was easy. If only it was always that easy. Right, so I've got the key.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
And as you can see from the keys, there's more than just one key on there.
On the key ring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door.
Well, we need to get that key. So, first of all, let's use the keys to open the door. Go to the toilet. Now, I don't know why the toilet has got so much shit in it. It's obviously coal, but why it's in there is beyond me. Okay, so we need to have a little look.
I didn't want to use that unless...
Pick up the soap, you bloody idiot. Okay, so key into the soap. By the way, if you play the director's cut, the
I made an impression of the big key in the cake
you
of
get
soap.
quite a few. Well, you get quite a lot more puzzles. I play through that quite often. That's the version that I play the most now. But sometimes I just like to go back to the old school.
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
Okay, well now we know that we need water for plaster of Paris. Luckily, we're right next to a sink. No, oh, you stupid dickhead. Just... There you go. Now... He's going to dry it. Several minutes later. Okay.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked... Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Okay. So we know that there's some metallic primer outside that we could use on this key. If we put this key on there now, you'd be able to feel that it's plaster. It would look wrong. So we're going to have to give him his key back for now.
What is it?
Here's the keys.
Merci, monsieur.
Now, see if he'll turn down the thermostat now.
I turned the heating on.
So he's turned the heating off. He's getting cold, blowing on his hands. Out come the gloves. Right, so when we make the key look convincing, it wouldn't have felt right. So that's why we had to get him to put the gloves on, so he can't feel the key when we give him the dodgy one. But first we need to use this dude's primer. Now, no one in this game seems to ever be nice and just let you use stuff, so if we try and do it now.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Get
Okay,
away from my
I
paint
should think
pot.
so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Don't you puh me, arsehole. Right, don't want to talk to him because I don't think I have to. And obviously anyone that watches this who hasn't played this game, go and play it. You'll find out what he says and find all the extra little lines that I'm not doing.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. The phone can...
Killer!
Kula.
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the
Hi, Georges. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but
Damn.
don't worry. I've got a ski.
Okay, what do you want me to...
I want you to keep somebody on the phone.
Who?
A painter. I need to get it.
Oh,
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
There we go. That gets rid of the painter. So now we have to talk to him to tell him there's somebody on the phone for him, but we didn't have to talk to him before.
Excuse me.
We could have done, but we didn't.
What?
I've got a few questions.
Yeah, you can ask him about himself and all that sort of stuff, but we're just going to tell him about the phone.
You've got a phone call.
For me?
It's a woman. She's...
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her aunt.
Right, so now he's gone. Can nick ourselves a bit of primer. Oh, I'm just going to answer that, but I'm going to keep playing.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but a...
Really?
What? Abuse. Ah well, and monsieur, again.
Hi again.
What is it?
I need to use the...
Again? Already?
I have this
Never mind.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask...
Okay, I'll...
This looked like a good place to watch things...
Hey, you!
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know?
It's not a...
Yes, it's...
Does she have a...
Yes,
I'm not...
I can...
No, you...
You ref...
Uh,
I am...
Ha! Don't... But meaning instead of all épaules. Why?
This looked set to...
And there it was, decoded, the image of a church.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
Sorry about that. It's one of the many problems of running your own business. You sat here trying to stream, and next thing you know, you've got a customer on the phone.
What happened? It's shiny.
It's shiny.
Buffed it up.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No. You found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Well, those little boys aren't going to abuse themselves. Okay, let's. What can
Let's
we
take
look
another
at?
look at the map.
Oh yeah, we do need to look at the manuscript this time. I'm not just doing it out of habit. So what I'm going to do is figure out where I've got to go next, and then I'm going to end this stream.
That's the clue that led me to
End
the
this
statue
video.
of Baphomet and the reflection in the chalice. That's the face of the statue
Oh, I thought I had to look. I thought he was looking at that and saying it was the chalice, but whatever. It's fine. Let's go.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Yeah, I suppose you better. Can't he just ship it over there? No? UPS or something? I don't know. Gotta go all the way to Spain just to give her a chalice. Right, so we're going to get to Spain, save up, and end it there. She's always there doing her knitting, bless her. Right, Spain. Come on, Spain. See, I do like that, with the waterfall.
Anyway.
Waterfall? The rainbow in the water.
To bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
Surgically attached to his hose.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Okay, well I'm trying to save it, but didn't give me a choice there whether or not to speak to him.
How pleasant to see
You've changed your
you.
tune.
Are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will...
It's okay, I know the way.
Senior Snowbat, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil.
Hey Sarah,
I wouldn't have trusted me and you.
it's going good. How are you
You
going?
do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a
You've just joined the stream at the point where I'm going to save and end, but then I'm going to start the next video straight away. I'm just going to call my customer back to book him in, and then I'm going to be back. So stick around. I'm going to save this now. Save. And friendly Spanish people? Confuses me. Right, save. Okay, make sure that you come back to watch the next video, which I believe is video 12, so it's going to be part 12. I should be streaming that in about 10 minutes, and they should go up on YouTube together, so you shouldn't have to wait. Okay, so thanks for stopping.